Welcome back everyone to another tutorial. Today's tutorial is going to be the Popgoes Pizzeria from popular FNAF fan game, Popgoes. So, I don't actually have this built preemptively. It's on my Xbox world, which I'm pointing at right now. So, I'm gonna...
I can see that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna copy it block for block from my Xbox world. So, I don't have a sample to show you guys right now. I might like record me running around inside it post recording this tutorial and put that in this segment, because this segment really doesn't have anything else to do other than introduce the video. So let's just hop in and get started. So starting out, we're gonna need the main area to be 16 by 23. So let's just make some red concrete going 16 along 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Bless me.
Now we're going to go 23 along from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. And if we just like bring that around and connect the two together, then we'll have the base for our main room. And we'll work on the walls in a second, because there's a lot of things that we have to pop on the walls, like a lot of doorways, some window. First thing we're going to do before we do any of that stuff is we're going to do the checkerboard pattern on the floor. So the floor of this pizzeria is basically all just a checkerboard pattern of just white and black concrete going all the way along. So this is going to take a while to fill in, so let's just do that off camera. Alright, once this checkerboard pattern is completely filled in on the floor, we're going to punch out where the doors go. So I'm going to look at it from up here. We're going to go over here first. So we're going to count 1, 2, and then punch out 2 blocks against that wall. Against this wall, which is going to be the back wall, we're going to go 1, 2, and then punch out this 3rd block. Then along here, we're going to go 1, 2, punch out these 2. We're going to go 1, punch out that 1. And then finally over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then punch out this 1. So that's all of the areas where the doorways are going to be going. So now we've got that, we're going to move on to the window. So on the same area we made this punch out, which is going to be the front door to the pizzeria, we're going to start off a checkerboard pattern that's going to be 1 block high. So white, black, white, black, white, black. But we're only going to have this 1 block like to start with, because we're going to punch these 3 out and replace it with 3 black stained glass panes, and then again on the layer above. So ignoring the doors and where that window goes, we're just going to have a checkerboard pattern of 1 block high going across the entire pizzeria walling. Then on top of that we'll go again with red concrete, and then on top of that, to finish it off, we'll go with white concrete. So the walls will be looking like this when they're finished. We just need to drag that across this whole build. So here's the walling for the entire build going across. Now by this area that's going to be the entrance door, we're going to place smooth stone underneath that doorway and then pop the doors in. But everywhere else we're just going to like continue the checkerboard pattern into the doorway just like this, and then we'll pop in our doors. So we're going to quickly go around and do that for every door that we marked out. Place them all in like that. Next thing we're going to do is the computers that are all at the back of the room. So starting here by the window, we're going to have grey concrete, 2 blocks on top of each other, and then just next to that 2 blocks of black concrete. Then we're going to have a birch button here, an acacia sign there, and just a painting there. Now, it'll take a long time to make it the specific painting, so I wouldn't recommend doing this unless you're very dedicated. But there is a specific painting that, yeah, this one. It just looks the most like static or something. So if you're dedicated enough, then you could make them all look like that. I don't think I'll do that for this tutorial, but like, we're just gonna copy that a bunch of times across the back of the pizzeria with a 1 block gap in between them all, and that should leave us with 2 blocks in that corner. So we're just gonna like copy that onto all of these real quick. Alright, we got all of the computers with all of the things on them. Now we're just going to get some dark prismarine stairs, place them 1 block away from the monitor part, in front of every single computer. That's where the people that work here sit. And I don't remember exactly which one you're sat at in game, but it's either this one along or this one, or somewhere around there. What we're going to do now is just take iron bars across here, just like in any kind of pattern you want, just to add a bit more like wires and stuff around, going around the build. Just make it look a bit more detailed, just like any way you want across that back wall. And then after that, we're going to quickly, I'm going to grab some polished andesite stairs. We're going to make some dining tables out of dark oak fence, white carpet, and string. So we're going to start off those by going 1, 2, 3 blocks away from this entrance wall with the window on it, and it's just 1 block gap from these stairs. So we're going to start off there with a dark oak fence and another there. So 1, 2, 3 from the wall, 1 from the stairs. Then we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 string gap, and then another 2 dark oak fence. We're going to go across all of this with white carpet now to make the table, finish it off. Then we're going to place 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're going to use 3 string, not 4 string. So we're going to make this actually 1 block shorter, miscalculation. Because we need 1, 2, 3 stairs, out polished andesite stairs, either side of the tables. And yeah, we're going to have a 1 block gap, then we're going to place our stairs in again. So let's pop in the stairs, and then 1 block gap, stairs going in, and more stairs. So that we'll have 4 rows of tables. So let me do this once more. Alright. So this gives us the space for the rest of the tables. So I'm going to pop those in, then we can move on to the next part of this area. So here's all 4 tables placed in. So now the rest of the decoration is just like mainly across this wall here. First of all, we're going to come to this door, go above it. We're going to type staff room. Staff room, using capitals properly, unlike me. Then on this one, we're going to have I can't type. Owner's office. Keep out. Just like that. So we can get rid of the signs now. Also in this corner, we're going to have brown concrete there, lime concrete like that, and then another one above, just to make a prop tree for just because there's one in that corner and there's more along the stage that we're about to build. So for the stage, we're going to go 3 blocks from this door. On the 4th one, place dark oak slab. And then on the other side, just 1 block away from the door. And then we can connect the 2 dark oak slabs. Bring them out 3 blocks. So go 2 blocks in front of them with the same dark oak slab pattern. Then we're going to go 1 inwards either side, and once again that'll make this. Once we have that, we're gonna find the center of the stage, which is here, and then right next to the center block, brown concrete there and there, and then 2 more 1 block up from those, and we're just gonna turn those into trees, like just little prop trees for the back of the stage. Next, for the stage, we're going to break these 2 blocks out build up 2 black concrete and put buttons on both of the highest blocks. And these make speakers. I think that's in the, yeah, that's in the correct spot. So that completes the stage part of the build. Now all that's left in this room is just some magenta glazed terracotta and paintings. So painting and magenta glazed terracotta. We need the magenta glazed terracotta to be facing both of these doors, and it's going to go in the middle of the wall. So that's 4 blocks of wall in between this area and the door that we just punched out. So just like try and experiment with the magenta terracotta, get it to face. Alright, just get it to face like that. Then once we have that, we can fix up the wall first of all, and then we're going to place, let me surround this area so that we can place 2 2x2 paintings like that. And that finishes off this main area of the build. So next of all, we're going to go through here, and this is going to be the server room that Blake's in. So the server room is small but pretty complex. First thing we're going to do is place a birch sign above the door to the server room and just type server room on it. Then we're going to come in. We're going to go underneath this door with smooth stone instead of the checkerboard pattern. Then we're going to break 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. And then 5 more to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. Then we can just build up with grey concrete around this. On the third layer, on the side walls, we're going to have 3 black concrete in the middle of the wall. Just like that. And same thing on the other side wall as I finish building this all up. Just some black concrete right there. Black concrete. There. So there's a lot to place in this room, so I'm gonna need to like interchange between a lot of things here. I think that's a spruce button there, and item frame as well. So it might just be better for me to, one second, I'll sort my inventory off camera to make this quicker. Okay, so start off, we're gonna go against this wall. We're gonna place first of all a lever and a stone button, then a stone button and a lever, then a spruce button, a lever next to that, on top of that an item frame with a ladder, and that's actually it for that wall. So next we're gonna move on to this wall here. We're gonna place a birch button and a lever on the bottom blocks. On the next blocks up, we're gonna just place 2 acacia signs, then a lime banner and a green banner. And up there we also need to have a block of emerald, wherever that is. There it is. Emerald block, just in that corner. Now we're moving on to this final wall that we have to place things on. So bear with me. Just gotta get the things that I need to put in my inventory. There we go, I think that's everything. So we're gonna start off by placing here a birch sign and then a birch sign next to it. Underneath that, acacia button, then a spruce button, then a dark oak button. And then above the dark oak button, a lime banner. And diagonal here from the lime banner, an emerald block. Then we're going to actually adjust a little bit the black concrete. So we're going to replace that part with grey concrete. And I think the same on the... No, it's just on that side that it's like that. So that's going to finish up the server room. Actually, no, not yet. We're almost done with the server room. We just have to... Let me clear out my inventory. We're just going to, above the door, place a lever. Actually, no, we're going to start by just placing a block there. and then a wither skeleton skull facing into this corner like that. Then we're going to destroy the block and replace it with a lever, and that just makes the camera for this room. So with that done, we're going to next move on to the owner's office, which is, well, it was going to be the office for Popgoes 2. I'm not going to build the Popgoes 2 part of this, just the office itself. So let's grab the materials. So this owner's office is going to be a 7x7 space. So one, and so we're going to start by placing a block in front of the door, of course. Then to the left of the door, we're going to go 2 blocks. And then we're going to continue the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we can just fill out this 7x7 space, and we can bring the walling around it as well, because this place has the same walling as the rest of the pizzeria. Alright, once we've made the layout for this room, we're gonna actually place what's inside of it. So here's the door for reference. We're gonna start by coming to that corner, placing a polished andesite stair. Then 1, 2, 3 slabs off of that, another polished andesite stair. Then we're going to go a block above, and on the bottom part of this block here, we're going to just go all along with polished andesite slabs. In these corners, we're going to grab back black concrete, 1, 2, like that, and we're going to pop paintings on them, not like that, just 1x1 paintings, and they're going to be monitors. In this corner, we're going to have a full block of polished andesite with a stone button coming off of it. Then right here, there's actually going to be a staircase down, but this is optional, seeing as how Popgoes 2 isn't actually a thing. So we're just going to punch out the 2x3 area here and place some polished diorite stairs. They don't really lead anywhere, so you may want to just like fill this area in with black concrete. Because, like, just cause, like, this would have led into a Popgoes 2 place, but as of now, Popgoes 2 is, not actually a thing.
It's been shelved.
Yeah, it was shelved, so, I don't know if with the Popgoes reboot coming, they're going to actually make a Popgoes 2. We'll have to see, and if they do, I'll see about doing a Popgoes 2 map, but it is, like, all underground, just as a warning. So that's all of that built, that staircase. Now, there's not much left in this owner's office room. Just gotta come right here and place a dark prismarine stair with 2 oak trapdoors like that. Weird chair. Now, along this back wall, the last thing we have to do is just place interchanging with brown concrete and terracotta. Just like a bunch of boxes and stuff. And that's going to finish off the owner's office. So before we move on to the rest of the main pizzeria area, the last place we have to build up is the staff room. Alright, before we begin the staff room, just gotta pop 2 item frames above this entrance door with paper inside of it. Just a little detail that I forgot there. Then we're going to move in here. So this staff room is 9 wide by 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to start off. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bring that round here. And then right here across this back wall, 1 block in, going to punch that out. That's where a vent is going. So let's fill, the floor for the staff room is actually grey concrete. So you don't have any checkerboard pattern on the floor to worry about here, luckily. You still have to do the checkerboard pattern on the wall though, the walls are the same. So let's build up this room. Here's our completed staff room, so let's begin popping in the props. So against this wall here, we're going to leave 1 block, and then a stair, leave a gap, stair. Out of dark prismarine stairs. Above this vent, let's just block off the vent. We're going to place a sign, and the sign is going to say, warning, keep children away from vent system. Like that.
Why?
So that the children don't get in the vent. In the staff room. Then we're going to, from there, leave a gap, place a cauldron, and then go all the way across with polished diorite. Then go here with polished diorite, pop another cauldron, then 1, 2 with polished diorite after that. Above these 4 blocks, we're going to place 4 blocks of polished diorite there, each with a stone button coming off. We're going to place a tripwire hook above this cauldron. I'm going to place a stone button there. Here we're going to have a flower pot and another flower pot there. In that space we're going to have a... we would have a dragon egg. So just pretend that's a dragon egg for now. Because I can't grab it from the creative inventory. Then we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 stone buttons against these polished diorites. Above here we're going to have a 2 by 2 of grey concrete. Coming from this polished diorite, we're going to have 1 block gap, and then stair, 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 like that, surrounding a scaffolding block with a flower pot on it. And that should finish off the staff room. Yeah. So that's the staff room complete. Now we can move on to the main part of the Popgoes Pizzeria, which is going to be over here. Through these double doors, it's going to take you to a hallway that's going to open up to a bunch of different rooms. So first we're going to map out the proportions of this main hall area. We're going to come 1 block away from the door on this side. We're going to have 1, 2, 3 blocks here. We're going to leave a space there and leave a space there as well. So that's 7 blocks here with these 2 punched out because they're going to be doors. And then we're going to go 2 back here, so we've got 3 blocks along here, and then 1, punch out these 2 for a doorway, 1, 2, 3, punch out 2 for a doorway, and then 1 against this back wall, 1, punch out this for a door, 1, 2, 3, punch out these 2, and then 1, and then against this wall we're going to have 1, punch out this 1, and then it's going to take us all the way back like that. Now this place all uses just the checkerboard pattern and the normal walling for the pizzeria, so go across this entire space we've just made and pop the dark oak doors in as well, and then we can go from there. But first we're going to come back to the staff room real quick, because I forgot one detail, and that's just like the camera, the same as in the server room. We're just going to pop a camera in the staff room like that in that corner. Now let's get back over to this hallway. So before we continue with this area, I'll point out the checkerboard pattern won't add up like in this corner. It'll be like that. So what I did to disguise it was instead of having the checkerboard pattern continue as normal here, I made it like the other way around, like this. You won't notice it at all. So it's really perfect. It's the ultimate scheme to let my dreams of Popgoes Pizzeria come true. Now, anyways, we're gonna move on by placing all the signs by these doors. So this one we're gonna have male, 2 spacebars, female, and then on the next line arrow, 3 lines, and then 3 lines arrow facing the other way. Just pointing to the male and female bathrooms.
They're not arrows, they're greater than and lesser than.
Now we're gonna have above these 2, we're going to have party above this door, and then above this door, room, exclamation mark, out of birch sign. The next is a dark oak sign, and it's gonna say arcade room without an exclamation mark. The next sign is birch again, and it's also in full capitals. Art room, exclamation mark. Then above this door there is
Inconsistencies.
it's like that in the game. Every sign is different. Here we have birth. This one's gonna say in all capitals on a birch sign, birthday room, exclamation mark. And then above this with a dark oak sign, it's just gonna say kitchen. And then last thing we have to do in this hallway is fit in the camera. And the camera's going to go 6 blocks from this area against this wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then on the 7th one, I'm going to pop the camera in just like that. Now, we can do the toilets right now because there are no toilets. You could put toilets there if you want, but truth be told, there is not enough space to fit a restroom in there. So yeah, just kind of leave the toilets out. Where we're actually going to start with is the party room. So for this party room, we're going to have it 12 wide and 10 back. So right here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then across this wall, we already have 4 blocks. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then we're going to take this space, connect it all together. Now, there is going to be a door around here somewhere. Yeah, just 1 block in. There. That's where the door is going in this room. Same walling pattern as it always is. So just take it all around, and the floor as well is still the checkerboard pattern. So fill this room in. Okay, real quick, not only did I miscalculate the length of this, but I also went and got it wrong in my own build regardless. This is going to be 13, not 12. So that's fine. All we have to do is just connect it to the rest of the build. Which, I thought that would have been the case. Should have pieced it together in my brain, but I'm stupid. So what we actually got to do here is, 1 sec, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Alright, yeah, this doesn't add up, but we're gonna disguise that. We're gonna do a sneaky thing. So don't worry that corner doesn't add up. That's perfectly fine. Gotta replace the area where the door's going. I'll just clean this mess up real quick. Okay, I fixed my proportions. So you should have, as a reminder, this here 10 blocks wide, this here 13 blocks wide. So make sure you've got that, because I sure didn't there. And now we can actually move on with the build. So right by this doorway, we're gonna have an andesite stair. And then dark oak fence, 2 dark oak fence like that. 2 block gap, 2 dark oak fence. Gonna fill string in the gap. And just like turn this into a table. Have polished andesite stair here. And then on the other side as well. Then just with a 1 block gap, we're going to have another table. Gonna be going in there. And with a 1 block gap over here as well, there's going to be tables going in. So let's pop in all of these 4 tables. So now we've got all the tables in, we're going to pop in our first 3D printer. This one's going to be made of prismarine brick. We're going to have an upside down stair in between these 2 tables.
Baby's first 3D
An end rod, prismarine brick slab there, a dark oak trap, and then besides the... I'm trying to get this to work. We need to place dark oak trap doors going into the end rod, like that. So there's the first 3D printer.
Baby's first 3D printer.
So now we can... what we gotta do now is grab a dark oak sign. I probably scroll past it. No, here it is. And that's for above this door. And it just says employee room. So we're going to put in all capitals, employee room. Now the camera in this room is going to go right by the door. So we can just go in, pop out with a skeleton skull, place in the lever. And now we're just going to grab a bunch of colourful concrete blocks for the rest of this place. And we're just gonna place them around as like presents and that. So we're going to have 1 here by the door. You can really place them wherever you want as long as they're not too in the way. So I'm just going to copy the shapes that I have in my build, but not the colours. You can just use any color you want, and really any shape. But these are the shapes that I used. So we got a big heap there, and then one more heap just against these tables here. Just interchanging between a bunch of colors. Like that. So that's the kind of shape. Actually, we don't need that present. So there we go. These are where all of the presents are in the build. So that's this room completed. We're gonna now go into the employee room and build in here. So in this employee room, we've got an 8x6 area. And we're just gonna start by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this room, once again, just has the normal proportions of every room. So, no, not normal proportions. I mean normal wall and floor patterns, even. So that's just a checkerboard pattern in this pattern, so let's take that around. Before we do that, though, against this wall, we're going to punch out this and that. We're going to also fill it in just with polished andesite or something, because that's going to be 2 vents against that wall. Now we can fill the rest of this in. Once this room's complete, we're going to start by placing in this room's 3D printer, which is going to be made out of purple. So that's going, we're going to start by, from this door, going to go 1, 2 to the left. Then we're on the floor, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to place an upside down purple stair facing towards the vents. Then the end rod, then the slab. And of course we're going to pop in the dark oak trapdoors now. So there's this 3D printer complete. Now we're going to grab some paintings and item frames for a... well, there's a lot of monitors and things just stacked on top of each other behind this 3D printer. So we're gonna have one starting from this corner, 1, 2, 3 like that, and then 1, 2, 3 above that. Then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, and then 1, just like that. And then we're just gonna like place a bunch of item frames and paintings above all of these, just to act as the screens to the monitors. There we go. So once we've made that stack, now I'm going to grab some polished andesite stairs, and that's gonna be for 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 for shelving against this back wall. Then we're gonna need a composter, and I think this is like a trash bin or something. It's just gonna go two blocks away from the door like that. Then we're going to go all around this whole room, just like placing iron bars anywhere to make it look like there's a bunch of like wires all over the room. Now the camera for this room, it actually goes in this corner here. So we're going to need to not place any iron bars in this corner so that we can instead fit in the camera. And we're going to pop the lever underneath it. This is the employee back room complete. So the next room we're going to build is going to be the arcade room, which is just next to the party room. So in this arcade room, we're just gonna 1, 2, 3, 4 across the back of this wall, and then bring it towards here, because the proportions are just 4 by 13. I know, 4 by 10, and this is already a 10 block wide wall, so we can just like go off of that like this. Now the floor in here is black concrete with a bunch of different carpet colours on it. So just fill this in with a solid black concrete rather than the checkerboard pattern. The walls are still the same though. So the first thing we're going to do in the arcade room is like place all of the carpets down. So to start off, we're going to have a lime carpet in this corner by the door. Then from here we got a red carpet, yellow there, blue there. Here we have magenta, and then a lime. Next to the lime is nothing. We got red and yellow, and then magenta, and then over here blue. I think that's all of the carpet. No, we got one more, and that's a lime here. So that's all of the carpets placed down. We can clear them all out of the inventory. Our next prop is going to be another table. So we're going to replace the magenta wool here and the red wool. We're going to replace the carpets there with wool so that we can pop the table in. We're going to have a dark oak fence going right there. Then right here, another dark oak fence with string. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's just the simple table. Now we can go on and move on to the arcade machines and the printer. So first we got the 3D printer to pop in. And that's just going to go in between the yellow and lime carpet here. The upside down dark prismarine stair. Dark prismarine slab. This 3D printer is dark prismarine. So we're just going to now pop in the dark oak trapdoors. There it is, nice and quick. Now for the arcade machines. So first we're going to pop the colours of the arcade machines in. So in line with this blue carpet here, we're going to have lime terracotta. Next to that magenta concrete. And then by the 3D printer, just 2 light blue concretes. Then over here, yellow concrete and red concrete. And that's the colours of all of the arcade machines. Now, just gotta grab a few more decoration blocks so that I can... Yeah. We're gonna place dark oak sign in the bottom block. The bottom block of all of the arcade machines. In front of the ones in front of carpets, we can't actually place signs on. So we're gonna have to, in a second, I'm gonna interchange those carpets for wool so that I can. So let me see. We need blue wool and lime wool. So blue wool, lime wool. If we replace that with blue wool, we can place the dark oak sign. And if we replace this with lime wool, then we can place the dark oak sign there. And that's all the arcade machines. So last thing we got to do in this room is pop in its camera, which is just going to go here by the door. So with a skeleton skull and lever. Actually, there is another thing we have to do in here, and that's just once again against this wall with the 3D printer. We're just gonna like place not as many iron bars as some of the other rooms, but we're gonna have some iron bars around like that, and that's gonna finish off the arcade room. So with that done, we're gonna next move into the art room. So this art room is gonna be 9 by 14 here. So starting from this door, we're gonna pop the red block there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now let's just drag that back along here. And the walls are once again the same, but the floor in this room is going to be light grey terracotta. So let's fill in all of this room now. So here's the art room complete. We just gotta, first of all, we're going to place in tables. So with polished andesite stairs, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Leave a 2 block gap, and then another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leave a 1 block gap, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 2 block gap, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That lays out the tables. Gonna have dark oak fences there and there, but also here because there's 2 tables like directly next to each other in this room. Now we're gonna pop in all of the string and place the white carpet. Now I'll only do this table at the minute because there are like other patterns on the tables. First of all, we just have to place in a few differences in the floor that are just meant to be dried up paint. So first of all, in between these two stairs, we're going to break a block, then another, and one behind this stair. Fill that in with blue terracotta. Then a 2-block gap, we're going to destroy these two, and then that one in between these stairs. So there's the paint spills. Now, this table has, we're going to destroy these two by the middle stairs, and then this one here to the left. Replace it all with magenta carpet. Then we need yellow carpet and red carpet for this next table. We're gonna fill in... Oh, I haven't even placed a string for this table, so gotta place a string in real quick. We're gonna fill in most of this with white carpet, but this end part here, this is gonna be red. There's gonna be red there, then yellow, and yellow there. And these are the tables in this room. Now, I actually need to get the polished andesite stairs back for some shelving. And then we also need to place in a 3D printer made of nether brick. So it's against this wall we're going to pop in all of the shelving and the 3D printer. So this is right by the door. We're going to... Right in the middle of this wall is where the 3D printer's going. So we know the pattern that 3D printers have now. We just need to make it out of nether brick. And then besides that 3D printer, here we're going to have 3-block high andesite shelving. So one there, and then another on this side. So 3 blocks. It's really fidgety placing these in when they're only 2 blocks wide. It's gotta... Yeah, there we go. So here's the almost completed art room. We just gotta... on the opposite wall, we're gonna pop in our camera for the art room. Just like that. And then here is our art room complete. So we're next gonna move on to the birthday room. So the proportions for this birthday room are 9 by 7. So we've got these 4 already. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this just has the normal flooring and the normal wall pattern. So we can very quickly and easily fill this room in with just the checkerboard floor and these walls. Okay, this is the room filled in. So we're going to first pop in a table that goes in the middle. We're going to start by going 2 blocks from this block right by the doorway. 2 blocks, and then you are disgusting. And then the first fence post going here. 1 block gap, 1 here, 1 block gap, 1 block gap. So we just got a 3 by 3 table, and we can place in all of our white carpet like that. And then we're going to surround it with polished andesite stairs as usual. Stair, 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 and stair, stair. Okay, that's the table complete. So next thing we're going to do is against this back wall place in some shelving and the 3D printer. So the 3D printer for this room is red nether brick. So we're going to place the stair right there, just 1 block there from the corner of this back wall. And we know the drill. Gonna pop in the dark oak trapdoors right by the end rod, just like that. And then next to it, there's gonna be 3 upside down spruce stairs on top of each other, and then 3 more in the corner. We're gonna connect them with 2 spruce slabs, and that makes some spruce shelving. Last thing we gotta do in this room is pop in the presents. So there's gonna be 2 on this table. Blue concrete and magenta concrete right there. Here we have red, that's going to be right there, red concrete and lime concrete just there. And now against this back wall we've got magenta concrete, yellow concrete, blue concrete like that. Then over here, yellow, lime, we could put red, any colour in there, and then blue. So this is going to almost complete the birthday room. The only thing that's left is, of course, the camera.
You missed a spot.
What?
You missed the spot with presents.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Magenta and yellow.
There we go.
Oh, there.
All right, I did. Okay, so right here as well, right by opposite the red and lime, we got magenta and yellow there. This is where the camera is going, so we can pop that in like that. Apologies for having to be corrected there. That's fine. The last room, pretty sure this is the last room in this build that we have to make now. The kitchen. So here in the kitchen, it's going to be 4 by 9. We've already got the 4 wall here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we can just connect it to there. Now we have some loom to place on the wall. So against this wall, we can have the 1, 2, 3 of checkerboard pattern. Then make the loom face backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we need another 4 loom just on top of those 4. That's the loom. The rest of the wall and floor in this room is the same as every other room. So here's the kitchen. In the kitchen, the first thing we're going to place is against this back wall, the 3D printer, which in this room is going to be birch. So birch, end rod, birch slab, and then of course the dark oak trapdoors. And there's our real quick 3D printer. Next, we're going to just pop a cauldron right next to the 3D printer first of all. Then underneath all of these loom, we're going to place dark prismarine table. Now we need, oh, this is painting. We need item frames. So here we go. And we're just going to place an item frame here, an item frame there, and we're going to pop paper inside of those 2 item frames. Next, we're going to place right by the door, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 grey concrete, just opposite the dark prismarine as well. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 polished diorite just above that, with stone buttons on all of them. Next thing we've got to do is grab some detector rails and run them across all of the grey concrete. And on this side, we have to place 2 spruce slabs and a polished andesite slab. So spruce, spruce, and then andesite in the middle. Now for the camera, it's going to be just on this back wall here, right there. So with a skeleton skull, face it straight forward like that. Pop the lever. And this is going to complete the whole build from the inside. There's a few more things left. I'm going to go to the outside on the bedrock version real quick and see if there's anything to do there. So from this point forth, all you do out here is, well, you could have, let me do this actually. We're going to take an acacia sign. This one's going to say Popgoes, and this one's going to say, it's going to either say Pizzeria or Pizza. It doesn't really matter which one. It just says Pizza on the bedrock version. I'm going to make it say Pizzeria here. Popgoes Pizzeria. Over here by the window, we're going to have just an acacia fence area. This is where Stone the Crow goes. This whole space, you could like turn it into a driveway for the pizzeria. And you would roof it off. I'd recommend roofing the building off with grey concrete. And then going around all of that grey concrete with lime terracotta and green terracotta interchanging like that. And then like going 1 block outwards underneath like this. So this is like the kind of roof you'd expect to have for the outside of the pizzeria. And for the inside, you'd just go through the whole thing with grey concrete. Which, there's no real point doing that on the tutorial because it's pretty simple and you could easily do it yourself. You might want to, like, expand the pizzeria a little bit in terms of, like, just, like, say here, for example, you'd want to, like, for the sake of making the roof easier to make, like, make this fake wall on the pizzeria and then connect that together. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this tutorial. So thanks for watching. It was pretty fun to make this one. I made it a lot differently to all of the other tutorials I've done, because I just copied from a build I had on Bedrock rather than looking at a bunch of screenshots, so that I could get everything perfectly precise. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Weaselcraft. Yeah.
Wait, where's my pig craft? Make piggy too.
I can't believe it.